What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had an awesome weekend killing Marauders. It was a long weekend. I spent so much time playing this game, killing Marauders. It was a great time. I wish I would have been able to put a little more time than I did in, but nonetheless, I spent almost all my weekend fighting these Marauders, and I am so excited to get these rewards. The video today will be about opening all of the Marauders chests at one time. I was able to hold back and resist, and I have about 300 something chests to open from the Marauders. Also going to review all the other rewards that I got along the way. I have an approximation of how many speed ups in total, resources in total, and stuff like that. I will go into the specifics of the chests that I opened today. I do have a spreadsheet up that I'll use to kind of give an exact amount that came from the chests. The rest are kind of approximations because I had gotten some stuff along the way, whether it was from the courier station or just the dailies or whatever it might have been. If you guys do like videos about Rise of Kingdoms and killing Marauders, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you are new here, my name is Svet. I've been playing the game for a little over a year now and absolutely love it. Like I said, I spent almost my entire weekend playing this game. So if you guys like content about this, hit the thumbs up button on this video. And like I said, go ahead and subscribe. I will continue to put out content for you guys as much as I can. We are going into a KVK, so I will have tons and tons of content about that coming up in the next days and weeks. The first thing I'm going to show today, though, is along the way, obviously, you're getting some satchels. And I had done a few different opens. In my previous video, I told you my strategy was to open 1,000 about-ish or more satchels per time. So I went ahead and did that twice this weekend, and then did a little bit more fighting last night and this morning and was able to open a few more. But at this point, I've spent about, I'm going to call it 130,000 AP, which may sound like a lot, but in the kingdom I'm in, and I guess the people we're going up against in this KVK, there were some absolute monsters out there that spent way, way more than I. So, you know, mine's probably just like an average run-of-the-mill, you know, AP spend at 130,000. But I want to show you guys exactly what you can get if you do spend that amount of AP. From what I was getting back from people in the kingdom and in my alliance is that it's pretty much going to be the same result. You're going to get about a 50% satchel drop rate from killing the Marauders. And then everybody's getting very, very similar amounts of gems, of resources, and speed ups from the chest, etc., etc. So the first video I'll play real quick is just me opening my first 1,000 batch of satchels. And my reason for doing so many at a time was I didn't want to get a hugely lopsided amount of parchments to cash. Now, I don't know if this actually worked because I still had quite a lopside in both of the batches that I opened, and I had to trade for quite a while to get that fixed and open as many chests as I should have been able to for the amount of parchments that I got. So I'm not sure if that helps opening it in huge, huge batches. I will definitely test this again the next time this event comes around. But yeah, I mean, so as you can see here, I've got a pretty low amount of the Pyramid of Khufu there and of the Babylon. So it just was more lopsided than I would have thought. I figured if I was going to open 1,000 at a time, that it would be much, much more balanced than what I had. I think this first batch I had to trade to get like another 40 of the chest. So that was interesting because, like I said, I thought that if I opened more and more of them, or a huge batch of them, that it would be more even. It wasn't necessarily. So my last batch that I just opened was 40, and that was pretty much the same amount, if not better, in terms of not being lopsided. So, you know, I might go ahead and just do it in smaller batches next time. Not sure. But as you can see here, there is one really annoying part about this. You do have to click every single time to get these chests. So that's kind of an annoying part, but I show you guys here how I went in and was trading for some of this stuff. And so my strategy was with this was always just to, which probably is pretty straightforward, and what most of you guys were doing was just trade for, I put a trade up for the thing that I need badly, And then like I'll just go ahead and be looking all the time in the trades for stuff that I can trade that I have a ton of versus stuff that I don't have too much of. You know, if I've got 5 of one thing and 35 of another, and there's a trade on the table that I can do, I'll go ahead and do that to kind of be proactive about getting them more balanced out. And that way I don't have to wait as long on individual trades. Another thing I was doing as well was also just exiting out of this. I don't think I do it in this particular video, but I would exit out of this and then come back in over and over and over again to make sure that I was seeing all the newest trades that were coming in. And I would just do that it probably took me about an hour of trading to get the remainder of my chest that I wanted to get. So here's my second batch. This one is 1,082. As you can see, I already have 144 of those chests. So I've got a decent amount. I haven't opened any, and I don't plan to at this point. That is what we're doing today in this video. And so the next one as well, so that was 1,082, and it just came in lopsided. I mean, 139, where I had like 180 of some others, like it just came in extremely lopsided. So I had to go ahead and trade a lot for these as well, which it is part of the game. It is what it is, but it definitely adds some time. So you do not want to be doing this super late in the game. You don't want to be doing that way late in the game where you have, you know, 10 or 20 or 30 minutes left to trade and you're waiting for people to come in. Granted, you know, a lot of people are procrastinators, and I'll still fight Marauders throughout the day today before the event's over. But you don't want to have like 40 chests remaining that you need to trade for and have to do that in 30 minutes before reset when the event is over. So be proactive, get it done early, and then kind of let some extras trickle through as you go to the remainder of the event. We've got, I think, we have 8 hours and 47 minutes left in this event. So, you know, we've got a little bit of time left. I'll probably, like I said, spend a little bit more AP. But as you guys can see, my AP bar is empty. If you watched my video prior to this, I started with 122,000. I added some AP along the way. I do spend some gems on AP. So like I said, I spent about 130,000 AP on this. I have had an empty AP bar for the first time last night in probably 3 or 4 months, because I've been stockpiling this coming into KVK. And yeah, so it was kind of refreshing to have some natural AP build up, but it is a little, you know, weird not seeing, you know, 100,000+ or 150,000 AP in my bin already. So, all right, here is what we came for today. To open these chests. All right, and so some of these other rewards too, like I have 1,187.10 spot on the gems. So, you know, right there, that's almost 12,000 gems just from killing Marauders, which is amazing. I will add all this in afterwards, like 47,000, 1,000 foods. I cashed all these in before I started killing Marauders. So this is more or less, I'd probably say give or take a few million on each resource, but this is all from Marauders, which is just insane. And so 44,400 of the 500 golds. This is amazing stuff to get. Okay, so going to the chest now, 304. Let's see how lucky we can get here. Like I said in my previous video, the main excitement about these chests is the 3-day speed ups. So I'm really excited to see how many I get here. I'm hoping for about 10, but we'll see what happens. You do get 1-day speed ups. You get the 3 hours. You get the 8 hours. You get a bunch of stuff. The moment is here. Let's go. Okay, look at that. 3,500 gems, 2,000 gems, 26 of the 50,000 tomes. Don't mind me, I do need to screenshot this to send to some friends. Look at that, 16 1.5 million foods, 57 500k woods, 76 3 hours. Look at all those alliance credits, holy smokes. 15 gold keys. I'm a huge fan of the gold keys. Man, just huge amounts here. Huge amounts of resources. Wow. Wow. And then with those alliance credits, I can buy the teleports as well. So I'm excited about that. 25 on the 24 hours. So that's awesome. 25 days right there. 9 3 days. Okay, so one less than what I was hoping for. But I got 9 there, so that's really, really good. And so I'm pumped. Those rewards are just great. Let me plug this into the spreadsheet real quick and see exactly how many I got. So we've got 9 3 days.
What is that?
It's my spreadsheet. We got 48 hours. Let's see. We got 25 of the 24 hours. And then 76 of the 3 hours. Okay. So that is 74.83 days of speed ups just from the chests alone. That's crazy. So again, 130,000 AP, and I'm getting 75 days of speed ups, which is just amazing. I mean, millions and millions of resources. This is just incredible. Tens of millions. And then the gems too. So I already got about 12,000 just from killing the Marauders in the field. I have another 3,500 right there, another 2,000 right there, and then another 2,500 right there. So probably in the realm of 20-ish thousand gems just from killing these Marauders for, again, 130,000 AP, which is amazing. I'll go ahead and hit the confirm button there. And then just to show some rewards as well in here. Again, these were zeroed out. I'm going to plug these into the spreadsheet to let you guys know. So it's going to be pretty close because obviously I get some of these throughout the day, you know, doing the daily quests and stuff like that. But I'm going to plug them in and just let you know exactly how many I got in the 1,000s at least. So 47181. So 47 million food. I got 49 million wood. And then I can't do the math on that one in my head. So 45,593. So 34 million stone. And then about 22 million gold. That's just from the 1,000. So that doesn't even include the purples that I got here from the chests themselves coming back. So amazing amounts of resources, just incredible amounts, which is awesome going into a KVK because you really need them, especially as a T5 player. I'll probably burn through these in the first, week of fighting in KVK, but that's what the game's for. So it's great that they hook it up with the Marauders chest that we can get so many resources from those. Now, to look at these trainings, so I'm plugging these in. There's the 1 minute, 10,733. And let me plug in the 5 minutes as well. 11,219. So this is just from killing the Marauders in the field. I have 46 days of speed ups on top of the 75 that I got from the chest. That's just from killing them in the field. So just incredible rewards that we're getting from these Marauders. Like I said, it was a long weekend of killing them. I wish I had put a little bit more time in and spent a little bit more AP now that I see these rewards, of course. But, we got to have a life as well and do other things, even if we love this game as much as we do. I do have one more video as well from another player, Yuta, who's in our alliance, and I've been playing with him for, I guess, my whole time that I've been playing. We were in 198 together and then came to 846 together. I have one video from him opening his chest. He was able to do a lot more than me, which he spent about 200,000 AP and obviously put a lot of time into it, which honestly, some of these people's scores, including Yuta's, are just really impressive that people were able to accomplish that. But here is his video of him opening 500 chests. And so he has 501 chests. Let's see what happens here. So you got 27, 24 hours, 123, 3 hours. He got 11 of the 3 days. Look at all that gold. Look at all that gold. He got 30 keys. Wow, 30 keys. Almost 5,000 gems right there. And then 69 8 hours. And so I wanted to show you guys this because this is an example of if you did 200,000 AP and opened 501 chests at a time, whereas mine was only 300-ish chests. But as you can see, they're pretty much, and then he opened the keys that he got as well, and he got 20 mehmed, so he was amped about that. But as you guys can see, it's pretty consistent in terms of the amount that you have. We were seeing pretty similar results if you opened 100 chests, if you opened 50, if you opened 300, if you opened 500. So not similar in the sense of amount, but in terms of the ratio of what you're getting from 3-day, 1-day, 8-hour, 3-hour resources, gems. We were seeing pretty consistent stuff in terms of the rewards. And it wasn't necessarily better to open up, a bunch at one time. Obviously, it's really, really cool to do so because it looks so good in that one screen. And it feels much more rewarding for your efforts, your whole weekend basically of time being spent on this. So it's much more fun to open them in huge batches. But if you didn't want to, I would still open them in batches, hopefully around like 50 or so. But we were seeing in terms of the ratio of the rewards coming through, pretty much the same throughout. And that goes the same for AP spent as well. I was getting the same return at 130,000 AP in terms of percentage that Yuta was getting at 200, and multiple other people in our alliance and in our kingdom were submitting their results throughout the weekend, and everybody was getting pretty much the same ratio. Again, you don't want to do these in tiny, tiny, tiny batches, like one at a time. I would definitely stay away from that. But if you're going to open 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, you're going to get pretty similar results as you were getting if you open, hundreds or 500, or even if somebody got to 1,000, you would definitely still get pretty similar results. And just to review finally here, even with all the time that I spent and all the AP that I spent, my rank is still only 399. So these people are just going crazy. They spent so much time this weekend going after this event, and I'm sure they're pumped up about the rewards they're getting and stuff. I wish I would have put more time in, but at the end of the day, I'm at 2.1. First place here is at 5.796. So 1841 Snail just went hard this weekend on Marauders. Non-stop fighting, I'm sure. And great job to anyone who was able to do that. I'm sure the rewards were amazing. And that's true dedication to the game for sure. And we got a shout out to Lilith for putting this event in there because it does give you such good rewards coming back. Gonna throw in a little bonus here before I sign off for the day. I've been saving my gold keys for a little bit, and I've got 139. So I'm going to open these and the crystal keys that I have. So you can see I have 139 gold keys and then 70 of the crystal keys. I've been saving these for quite a while, but I just bought everything from Osiris Shop. I just bought Geared Up last week. So I've got a pretty good amount of stuff, and I really always just want to save more than 100 gold keys at a time. I'm at 139. Let's see if we can get lucky like Yuta did. And let's take a look. Ooh, a Mulan. Yes. So that's great. 20 Sounddocs. The Cao Cao I don't need. 20 Fredericks is nice. Was hoping for Caesars here, and all I got were 2 Caesars. So that kind of hurts. El Cid's already maxed. But this is a great return. 130 some keys, and I got, let's see, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, about 120, 125 legendary sculpts, which is almost a 1-to-1 return. So I still stand by opening large batches of gold keys. Definitely has the best results. Really happy with the Sondok. The Mulan is great. That's such a rare one to get, so I'm super pumped. Freddy here, I don't really use him. He's not maxed for me or anything like that. But if he were maxed, and if I were able to get him there from gold keys, maybe I would. So that's nice to get as well. Really wanted the Caesar, so that's the only thing I'm bummed about in here. But I did get some extra mehmeds there, which is great. And then just some decent amount of resources, which also helps a lot. So still a great return. Let's check out these crystal keys. Give me some legendaries. Let's see. So 43 stone. That's great because I'm working on Shio's return infantry boots, and I need iron. So that's great to get for me. Those are great right there. Let's see what I got in terms of blueprints. The flame treads I already have. Spect. Nothing too crazy in here, to be honest. The Sakura sword is nice. I still need to spec that. So kind of just decent. I don't feel like opening these in a large batch was helpful. I feel like this is pretty normal in terms of getting higher level stuff. You know, I didn't get a lot of anything here. I still need to specialize that, the Witch's Lineage for infantry, so that was nice. But yeah, this is just kind of average. You know, I probably won't save the crystal keys up as much as I did right here. Definitely feel like opening the gold keys at 100 plus is the way to go. I've always had much more fulfilling results when I do it that way. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much it for today. I wanted to open all those chests for you, show you kind of what my results were from killing all these Marauders all weekend, and what you guys can expect if you haven't opened your chests yet. Again, I spent about 130,000 AP over the weekend. I had 302, 303 chests to open. You saw Yutas who spent 200,000 and opened 501 chests. And again, the rewards are amazing. If you haven't yet and you're in the same time slot as us, or bracket as us, you've got 8 hours left to fight as many Marauders as possible. Get to it. And again, thank you guys all for all the support of watching these videos. I love all the comments that you guys have been bringing. If you have any suggestions about maybe how I could have gotten better results, whether it be from not having too much lopside in my parchments that are coming back, or anything like that, drop a comment below. Let me know what you're doing in your kingdom, in your alliance, to get the best results possible in this event. And as always, guys, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we are just going into KVK, so we've got tons and tons of footage that will be coming your way in the next days and weeks. Everybody have an awesome week this week. Thank you again for tuning in, and we will see you next time.